I think we've all seen an optical illusion before. It could be a shape or pattern that deceives the eyes. I'm sure we've also seen this common optical illusion, such as the Penrose Triangle that was first made in 1934. But what about an optical illusion created by nature? Earlier this month, a cargo ship was seen to be magically floating above the water off the coast of Cornwall, England. Experts say it's a phenomenon called a superior mirage. What other types of these illusions can we find throughout the world? Another illusion that baffles people is called laminar flow. Laminar flow is when water is flowing but appears to be still or stopped. This occurs when liquid flows in a smooth or an irregular path. Ice can create illusions that vary from looking like water to pillars of ice made by gas. Optical illusions are things that deceive the eyes of many around the world and continue to this day. That's it, St. Paul's.
Good morning, St. Paul's, and welcome to the Jade and Patty Conspiracy Theory Power Hour. So, the other day I was on the phone with President John F. Kennedy's head, which is in heaven now. We were talking about how the ducks scare bears, the moon being made out of cheese, some technology, and he said to me,
I was in Dallas trying to get a new project started to replace all food with chicken.
His brother Robert Kennedy wanted to fill out his brother's last wish of replacing all food with chicken. Robert started by maximizing chicken production. Once the White House was flooding with chickens, Robert's plan was a go. Very slowly, government officials began walking into restaurants, meat packing plants, fish markets, farms, and homes, and they would swiftly and secretly swap all other meat out for chicken when no one was looking. I know what you're thinking. Now, Jaden. Yes, I can hear your thoughts. If all meat was replaced with chicken by Bobby Kennedy, then how come I can go to McDonald's and order a Big Mac? Yes, you can go to McDonald's and order a nice beefy Big Mac. But that patty is made out of lies. And chicken. Chicken has multiple cuts of meat, such as wings, the breast, the thighs, the beak, the feathers, the gizzard, and the biscuit. But anyway, back to the Kennedys. The great chicken swap, shortly after completing his brother's last wish, Robbie the Bobby Kennedy was sadly assassinated in 1968 in the kitchen of a hotel by the ghost of Elvis Presley, which is strange because Elvis wouldn't die until 1977. In conclusion, I am the only fast food chain that sells the truth, while all other food chains sell you chicken disguised as beef, pork, and fish. Now, stay safe, St. Paul's.
Hello, St. Paul. Today I will be introducing you guys to some pretty good albums that are all turning 30 this year. So 30 years ago, in 1991, the grunge craze was in full effect, and many of the best grunge and rock albums ever released came out during that year. Starting off with an album known by almost everyone, Nirvana released Nevermind on September 24th of 1991. This album was the most influential album of the 90s and one of the most influential in music history, changing the rock scene completely from hair metal and giving a whole generation of music fans their anthems, such as Smells Like Teen Spirit and Come As You Are. Next up, we have another grunge classic, Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger. This album is no super unknown, but I recommend it to you guys for a good reason. This album is what allowed Soundgarden to break through and become one of the four grunge giants, along with Pearl Jam, Nirvana, and Alice in Chains. Bad Motorfinger, energized by Chris Cornell's massive vocal range and their heavy guitars, gave us Soundgarden classics like Outshined, Rusty Cage, and Room 1,000 Years Wide. To end the segment, I'd like to recommend you guys two shoegaze albums. What is shoegaze? That's a good question. Shoegaze is a subgenre of alternative rock characterized by its use of varied vocals, heavy guitar distortion and effects, feedback, and intense volume that creates a dreamy sound. The most important and arguably best shoegaze album of all time was released in 1991, Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. The album has received high praise from both professional critics and the music community. I recommend this album to anyone looking for something fresh, especially the song Only Shallow. Secondly, I'm recommending you guys Just for a Day, the debut album of the English shoegaze band Slowdive. While Slowdive Souvlaki is my personal favorite shoegaze record, Just for a Day, released on September 2nd of 1991, brought Slowdive to the world through songs such as Ballad of Sister Sue. These two albums put the listener into an ethereal atmosphere, and I recommend them to you because to many it will be a breath of fresh air in the musical world. Alright, there are 4 fantastic albums that are all turning 30 this year. I hope you at least check out a song or two that I mentioned. You won't be disappointed. See you later, St. Paul's.
In 20 years in the NFL, our dad is finally gonna retire, so we can spend more time with us. Yay!
Hello, St. Paul's. Welcome to today's sports segment. Recently, New Orleans Hall of Fame quarterback for the last 15 years decided to retire. Drew Brees, along with his continuous list of records and accomplishments, represented more than just his game. He helped rebuild the city of New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina and has inspired many kids of the generation to be great. Here are the things we'll most remember him for. Joining the Saints, his pregame speeches,
It's your best! All I want is your best! Nothing more, nothing less! I think it's about time we showed ourselves what kind of a team we got! If we believe, we can't be beat! And there's always something to prove! We always play to win! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, win again! 9, win again! Who's that? One! 1, 2, 3, win!
and the Super Bowl season.
We got to recover the onside kick, boys.
So the Saints will kick it away, beginning the second half, trailing 10-6. Thomas Morstead steps into the football, and it's an onside kick. And it's going to be covered up by Chris Reese, I believe. Breeze sets up the screen. Pierre Thomas makes the move. He's going to score. Pierre Thomas puts the Saints in the end zone. Tracy Porter again. He's running free. He's going to go all the way.
Tracy Porter running down the field. And it's like, all right, I just won the damn Super Bowl, you know?
I want to hand this trophy to the MVP of the Super Bowl and the MVP of our league, Drew Brees. There you go.
That is all, St. Paul's.
And basically, Shawty was over here, right? And she pulls up, and I'm like, yo,
you guys gotta calm down.
Guys, really? I'm trying to grade up here. Dude.
Hey, you know how I get when I'm grading writing? It's the most important. You know? Alright, that's it. You drove me too far, you bunch of hooligans. You know how I get when I lose my temper.
You can't do it! You're apathetic, you're lethargic, you're insubordinate, you're uncomfortable! Are you not hugged enough as a child?
Class has been going pretty well, but the other day, just went a little crazy.
He's coming! He's coming! We gotta go!
Who drank all the coffee? So anybody want a Kahoot?